Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So this is another beer that got my most recent beer drop box. Jude 9.2 from Reformation Brewery. And all it says is Belgian style triple ale 9.2 ABV. I guess that's what the 9.2 stands for. Although it was canned September 21st, so it's only 2 months old. That's pretty fresh. If you check the brewer's website, it doesn't really say anything else. It just says a modern Belgian triple that moves us. This standby tames the reluctant and rouses the routinely unimpressed. You know, I never heard of this brewery before. They have 3 locations, and they have like tons of different types of beers. Like, how have I never heard of this brewery, and they're not even that far from me. But anyway, let's pour it into my little glass, and it's kind of a deep amber color, and it's got a bit of a haze to it, which I guess is a kind of normal for a triple, especially if it's bottle conditioned. It doesn't say if it is on the can, but yeah, I get about a thumb width of foam, but it does fizzle away pretty quick like a soda. Let's give it a smell. Okay, so I'm getting pretty familiar Belgian yeast esters. I would definitely call it a little fruity, a little citrusy. There's definitely a little bit of banana in there as well, so let's give it a try. Cheers. What's interesting is that, like, even though this smelled pretty fruity, like I said, orange and banana, the taste is actually the other way around. Like, this is actually tasting pretty peppery, pretty phenolic. I get a lot of the actual Pilsner malt base on here. Well, I do say, like, I do get like an orange sensation right up front, and like the banana is kind of in the background like the entire time. And it's not like nearly as, strong in flavors as, like, some of the best examples of the style. This, to me, this definitely does taste like a very well, not I don't. It's not that I want to say Americanized, because like they're not using American hops in here as far as I can tell. It's just that it's kind of like a more mainstream kind of triple. Yeah, body is probably about medium, I'd say. The carbonation actually seems a little low. Usually this style is like super highly effervescent. And yeah, I mean, you can see the carbonation bubbles in there. But it just doesn't feel as effervescent as it should be. Cuz like this should be what, high carbonation, medium light to medium body low, highly carbonated, the alcohol, yeah. So I'd probably put it like, yeah, okay, well, medium light, all right, yeah. And they say high carbonation. To me, this is like moderately high carbonation. The alcohol is pretty drying. This does finish like pretty dry. I do like kind of like have like a little bit of like an orange peel kind of aftertaste. But otherwise, there isn't really much hanging around, which is normal and appropriate for the style. I don't know if I go as far as say this is refreshing. Triples aren't really refreshing. They're just kind of like just big. It's like usually when you think big, strong beers, you think something like really dark. But I love a really good triple, really good Belgian Golden Strong, really good Belgian Blonde, like the 𝗏𝗏𝗡. Those are all 9% ABV beers, and they're this color, so it's an interesting drinking experience. It does have a little bit of sweetness up front, a little bit of orange sherbet, also like a little bit of like a caramel kind of flavor, which I believe is a little inappropriate. Yeah, and it's not super bitter though. I feel like the hops like are like kind of second note on this one. Usually, like a really good triple will be, equally estery as it is hoppy. And this one is like, it's moderately yeasty and subtly hopped. Actually, now that it's warming up, I'm getting a little bit more flavor, although I think it's becoming a little more sweeter, a little malty. And these types of beers are like not really supposed to be like sweet. It's supposed to be like the yeast and the hops are like really supposed to be like dominating on this type of beer. Although I will say it still does finish. It's like it's sweet up front, but it still finishes dry, which is good. So as far as the score for the Jude, this is good. I don't know if I would go as far as say it's very good. It's definitely more to style than not. I think it's like kind of like a good like beginner triple. So it's like for me, this is about I think the 3.75 is fair, somewhere around there. As always, check my Untappd, check my Instagram because I do tweak the review between now and the time you're watching this. By the way, I got this beer and many others on beerdrop.com. Use my link in the description below. You get $10 off your first purchase. You can either do a subscription program like I do, where you get a box of beer that shows up once a month for $60, and that's including shipping, or you can just go online and just buy beer like as if it was Amazon or something, and they'll ship it right to your house. All right, so if you watch all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.